The paranormal debunkers had built their reputation on exposing frauds and finding logical explanations for supposed hauntings, but nothing could have prepared them for what awaited inside the Blackwood Estate. As the team methodically set up their scientific equipment throughout the mansion, they maintained their usual banter, confidently dismissing the local legends about disappearances and disembodied voices as nothing more than folklore designed to attract tourists. Dr. Sarah Chen, the team's lead scientist with multiple degrees in physics and engineering, was the first to notice something unusual when her carefully calibrated electromagnetic field detector began registering impossible readings in the mansion's library. Meanwhile, Professor Richard Thompson, the group's historian and most vocal skeptic, found himself speechless when the antique mirror in the master bedroom reflected not his own image, but that of a woman who had died in the house over a century ago. Down the hall, Jake Martinez, the tech specialist who had always insisted that paranormal evidence could be explained by equipment malfunctions, watched in horror as his infrared camera captured multiple entities emerging from the very walls in a phenomenon no technical glitch could explain. In what was once a child's bedroom, Mia Jackson, the team's photographer, who specialized in debunking spirit photography, could only watch as toys began to move of their own accord, while her camera captured images of small handprints appearing on the dusty furniture. The basement proved to be the breaking point for Dave Wilson, the sound engineer who had always claimed EVPs were just radio interference, as his high-end recording equipment captured dozens of distinct voices begging for help while dark mists formed around him. Reunited in the foyer, the shaken team members compared their experiences, their years of scientific skepticism crumbling in the face of undeniable evidence as they realized with growing horror that the mansion had no intention of letting them leave. 3 days later, when concerned family members reported them missing, local police searched the Blackwood estate thoroughly, but found only abandoned equipment. No sign of the team that had entered the mansion, though staff at the Historical Society would later report occasionally hearing voices in empty rooms and seeing unfamiliar faces in the mansion's windows. The disappearance of the paranormal debunkers became something of an urban legend, drawing new teams of investigators to the Blackwood estate, none of whom realized that the mansion's former skeptics now existed as part of the very phenomenon they had once sought to disprove. In the years that followed, the legend grew, and the Blackwood estate became infamous among paranormal researchers as the only haunted location where the ghosts themselves had once been dedicated to proving that ghosts don't exist.